I'm not even gonna lie, this fight has me scared. Pacquiao, my GOAT. Why? Why do you do this to yourself? For over 20 years, you fought the best competition, becoming the only 8-division world champion. And plus, you are 46. 46! You have nothing to prove. Why are you doing this?
Why?
Don't get me wrong, I really respect the fighter mentality he has, but he has to be reasonable. Back when Pacquiao fought Ugas back in 2021, I remember feeling really bad for him. Not because he was losing the fight, but because I could literally see him losing his skill set. I could literally see his feet getting slower, his hands getting slower, his reaction time slowing down. With each passing round, you could just see him getting older and more vulnerable. She was really hard to watch, not gonna lie. And that was 4 years ago. What makes matters worse is that just last year, he fought in an exhibition, and he looked even worse. And what makes matters even worse is that the guy he's fighting in this exhibition, Rookie Ampo, he's not even a boxer. He's a K1 kickboxer. A kickboxer. That went 0-1 in MMA. Let that sink in. This is what Pacquiao looks like right now against a kickboxer. I already know some of you guys might be thinking, okay, well, he's just fighting Barrios. Barrios isn't really anything crazy. Yeah, his last fight was a draw, but the dude could box and he could crack. He's a dangerous opponent for anybody, let alone a 46-year-old Pacquiao. Especially considering how both of them looked against Ugas. Now, I will say when people try to say that, oh, fighter A looked better against a common opponent than fighter B, therefore fighter A is a better fighter than fighter B. No, I don't think that's fair because styles make fights. But I feel like in this scenario, you have to take into account how bad Pacquiao looked against Ugas at 41. So it's safe to assume that he'd fight even worse now at 46. Now mixing the fact that Barrios dropped Ugas twice and made him look like this after the fight, yeah, this isn't going to be a pretty night for Pacquiao. The one thing I will say is that Barrios is very hittable. If Pacquiao is able to land flush on his chin and is able to maintain some of his power, Pacquiao could win by knockout, but there's just no way I see Pacquiao winning a decision. Don't get me wrong, I feel like 5 years ago Pacquiao would have won. 10 years ago Pacquiao would have murdered him. But right now, Pacquiao at 46 years old, I just don't see it. But I really hope I'm wrong. Like, I'm praying that I'm wrong. I want Pacquiao to win. I mean, in theory, if there was a fighter who could beat Father Time, it would be Pacquiao. So let's see what happens. But my final prediction, Barrios by knockout. But I really hope that Pacquiao wins, or at the very least, make it to the final round without getting hurt or beat up too badly. As long as Pacquiao's okay, I'll be happy. But with that said, that's all I got. Let me know what you think about this fight in the comments. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.